Welcome back to America Right Now. I'm Tom Basili. Over the course of 2023, many companies, celebrities, and institutions found out the hard way that if you go woke, you inevitably go broke, either financially or reputationally. So what brand strategies worked this year and what didn't? Here to share her thoughts on the hits and misses of 2023, the host of the Lauren Interviews podcast and entertainment and crime writer for Static Media, Lauren Conlin. Lauren, thank you for being here. What a year for brands, right? Let's start with the misses, and let's talk about Bud Light. I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, sure. Bud Light is so interesting because this is clearly a case of a brand not knowing their consumers. I mean, Bud Light consumers, let's say they're following on social media, is male, 69% male, 25 to 29, and Bud Light thought it would be a good idea to have Dylan Mulvaney be one of their influencers. This is mind-blowing to me. In what world did they think that this would resonate with their consumers? I mean, I'm thinking about this and I'm like, okay, Kid Rock, he has over 1 million followers, just like Dylan Mulvaney. He seems to be more of a fit for Bud Light. Why not use him? This was crazy. And essentially, Bud Light ended up losing over $395 million and dropped to number 2. It used to be the best-selling beer in the country. And yeah, it dropped to number 2. I mean, I personally think that the temper tantrum people threw over this whole thing was a little bit crazy. I think it went a little bit too far. But I think that Bud Light really learned a valuable lesson, and that you don't have to pander to a certain side. You can just market the way you used to, because, you know, good old-fashioned marketing from 10 years ago, you know, that works.
Now, do you think that the brand could recover?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
I do. And I think it's going to take some really great Super Bowl ads. But just knowing the people that drink Bud Light, I don't think they're going to forget this for a long time.
Well, you know, they could have gone with Kid Rock, but he's a Trump supporter, so I think they probably said, you know what, we can't do that anymore. The chain Target also missing the bullseye, pun intended, this year, choosing to pander to the minuscule kiddie trans community by featuring tuck bathing suits for boys who think that they're girls. This virtue signaling for a customer base that is virtually non-existent. It's like, why even put this stuff in the stores? It cost them billions. Their stock price dropped nearly 40%. Talk to us about this one. And whether you think that this is going to be, you know, this is going to make brands more cautious in 2024.
Yeah, so you're correct. It lost about $10 billion in market value in literally 10 days. But the Target thing is interesting because Target clapped back and actually said, wait a minute, these tuck bathing suits, they weren't meant for kids, they were meant for adults. However, further digging showed that they did have them in child sizes, just so I don't get trolled here. But I want to point out what Target did and what they did wrong here, because, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a pride line and having, you know, rainbow shirts that say be kind, which is what they're doing now. But let me tell you what they did. They collaborated with this guy in the UK. Ab Pralin is the artist name. And Ab Pralin, if you look them up on Instagram, any of their work, they have buttons and stickers and shirts that say bisexual deviant, Satan respects pronouns, sodomite. This is just so inappropriate for children. And so a lot of this language got moved on to onesies for infants. I mean, there was a hat, and I saw it with my own eyes, Tom. The infant sun hat said, super queer. That's what it said.
Wow.
So again, this is fine for adults. Whatever, do whatever you want to do. But when kids are involved, it's just you're really gonna irk a lot of people.
And this stuff doesn't even sell. Like, there isn't even a market, arguably isn't even really a market for this, and yet they took the risk anyway to pander. All right, now look, there were a lot of other brands. I mean, we could talk about Harvard, we could talk about the American Library Association, we can talk about the Los Angeles Dodgers and Disney, but I want to end on a positive note. Who were some of the biggest winners here?
Oh, okay. I'm so excited about this, Tom. My biggest winners of 2023 were Dunkin' Donuts and Rakuten. So Dunkin' Donuts, this is the perfect example of a company that knows their consumers. They grabbed Ben Affleck, you know, beloved actor from New England, because obviously Dunkin' Donuts is very heavy in New England. I know this, I'm from New Hampshire. And they had him do these amazing commercials. I mean, one where he's actually working at Dunkin's and he's talking to his wife, J-Lo. It's so funny. And then he actually just directed one as well with a rapper, Ice Spice. So,
Lauren, we have actually one of those commercials. Let's show it to our audience. Go ahead.
Okay.
How can it be this inexpensive and good?
Cream, no sugar.
I was gonna have to just give you 10 munchkins. You look a little lost. 1 second, I'm trying to find the bagels. Do I look familiar?
Oh.
Should I be in it, or do you want just a self-portrait?
What are you doing here?
Embarrassing me in front of
Is
my
this what
friends.
you do when you say you're going to work all day?
I gotta go, guys.
Grab me a glazed.
No, see, no agenda there. They talked about the product, they did it with humor, and people really did gravitate to that one. And talk to me about Rakuten, because until you had mentioned this, I hadn't heard about it. Talk to me about that.
Yes, so Rakuten has been around forever. It's a Japanese company, but it's an app that is a coupon and shopping app. It gives you cash back. And listen, I'm going to be honest, Tom, I had never heard of it either until last Super Bowl. They did the most amazing commercial for me specifically as a millennial. They had Alicia Silverstone and the cast of Clueless recreate the scene where she's doing a presentation in class. And then they just talk about this app. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am so getting this app. I mean, if Cher, you know, is talking about shopping, she's like the perfect person for it.
Well,
so
let's take a look at that one too. Watch this.
I used to be pretty clueless about shopping.
Among other things.
Like, when I heard I could save by getting cash back with Rakuten, I was like, as if. But then I was like, why didn't I do this sooner?
See, no, Lauren, I think people are really looking for more of this. Do you think that we'll see more kind of throwback commercials in 2024, kind of reminding people of a simpler time, maybe in the 70s, 80s, or the 90s, before kind of this kind of radical social engineering kind of got forced into everything? Do you think that that's going to be a trend?
Yeah, I really do think it's going to be a trend. I think we are all yearning for simpler times right now. I think that, you know, Super Bowl was the perfect example because they aired this, they aired Ben Affleck with Dunkin' Donuts, and I think that most viewers were like, wow, this is so much fun to watch. I mean, I believe they aired the new Mean Girls remake for a movie as well, which is obviously not the same thing, but it just brings us back. It just brings us back to a time when we didn't think we were going to be on the brink of a civil war because we disagreed so much on everything.
Yeah,
so my hopes are high, Tom.
All right, good. We're ending on a positive note, and I agree with you. I think people really want to see some of that throwback material and just get the politics out of the advertisements for these companies. Entertainment writer and crime writer Lauren Conlin, thank you so much, and have a happy New Year.
Thank you. You too.